Hi all, welcome back. It's Fleur from Fleursbydesign. Today Joy and I are doing Friday inspiration, and today's inspiration is all about product. So we thought we would pick kind of what our favorite product is right now and show you how we get inspired by it. Right now, I love mini albums. I've done mini albums my whole life, one of my most favorite things to do. And I also love the new Traveler's Notebook trend. And in a class, I used the Heidi Mink journal cover and the journal stuff that goes with it, and this is actually kind of a perfect in between 6x8 album and Traveler's Notebook size. So I really loved how this turned out. This was my class that I did with Andrea Bethke called Yay Right Now, and so I bought another one because I thought I would use it for my son's elf class, or elf. He's playing Buddy in Elf in a theatrical production over Christmas. So these journals, which are by Heidi Swapp, they come in gold, and this one is the canvas, because I really like that you could alter this if you wanted to. If you're a big mixed media person, you could alter it if you wanted to, but I just kind of like the neutral canvas. And it's just exactly like a Traveler's Notebook. It's got the elastics on the inside. They do have these journal inserts which I'll open and show you. They're just plain white, so if you want to make it really easy on yourself, you could just decorate these pages. So this is what the journal looks like. Let me just open this so you can see what it looks like. So that's what the journal looks like that slips inside, and it's just a blank white one. And how it works, it's just like a Traveler's Notebook. I don't know if you've used them before, but you basically just slide it under the elastic. And what I love about this kind of mini album is that you can add as many or as few pages as you want and just keep sliding them into the little elastics here. So you can use those to hold your little books. You can change them in and out. So yeah, it's a perfect, and this size, which is like 8 inches by 6 inches, is a perfect size for a mini album. It works really great. It's like a 6x8 full album, but it's, I don't know, just a little bit easier to do, I think, if you're just getting into mini albums. So since this one was going to be about my son's production of Elf, I found these really cute. I also love clips and stuff like that, so I found this really cute. This is by Simple Stories, so there's a little elf there, so I'll be using that in my book. And for most of the papers and stuff, I'm using the Crepe Paper Snow and Cocoa. I love this Christmas collection. It's got black and white, and it's got some really nice kind of pinks and turquoises and yellows, and I loved these mason jar little pockets that you can use. So I'm thinking I may add one of those to the front of my book. And these also come with a bunch of other really cool embellishments. So here's the clips. I love these. These are rubber. They're awesome. Here is some die cut pieces. So there's wood and just all words, snowflakes, Wonderland. So I'll probably use those. And then this is the die cut pack. I always get the die cut packs because they're awesome. They have so many little bits and pieces for mini albums. I got this this is the Oh Joy collection. From Pink Fresh Studio, and the reason I got this, it's gold. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but this one, I thought maybe we could make gingerbread man and eat cookie dough and go ice skating. That is a quote from Elf, so I really wanted to get that to use in this mini album as well. And just more, I mean, look at this cute chipboard. Oh my gosh, love Crepe Paper. So I can definitely use a lot of the trees and even the snowman and stuff like that in his album. So for the cover, I'm thinking I might use this chipboard frame here, this outside one, which is just a nice colorful chipboard frame. And then or I might use one of the mason jar pockets. So I'm going to get that started and I'll show you how that turns out. Okay, so to decorate the front, I just found some old American Craft snowflake stickers and put them all over. I used one of the chipboard pieces, which is this frame here, and then I found this cute little vellum or transparency piece that says "So Much Fun." So that's going to be the basis of this. I'm not sure if it's just going to be just Elf in here, or if I'm going to, he's in 3 shows over Christmas, so I might put all 3 shows in here. So I didn't want to put Elf on the front just in case. I end up doing 3 books for each of, if I can fit them all in one, it'd probably be a lot easier. So to start off with, like I said, you can use the little ones that come with it, and I might use this one for one of his other Christmas shows. But for the elf one, I decided I was going to do, I like to kind of make my own with my own paper. So I pulled out some of the pattern paper, and basically you just cut it down to 8 by 12 and then fold it in half. So I've got the little vellum that comes with it, and I've got, let's see, I've got 5, so that'll make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus the backside. So you're looking at, that's like a 20-page mini album, which should be perfect for this. And then I also like to add in some of the cute little journaling cards, and the way I add them in is fold them in half, and then so this will show on one section and this part will show on the other section in the middle. I also like to add some plastic, so this one, once it's folded in half, will be a good spot for like a 4x6 photo. And then I have this one, so this one will be a good spot when folded in half for a 4x4 for an Instagram photo there, and then maybe just a title or something up there. So that's what I'm going to add in. I have 2 of these little journaling cards which will go in, as well as all the pattern paper, 2 plastic, and then we'll just fold them up, and we're just going to stitch the edge together, which is really easy. Once you have it all done, you just poke holes through the center and then take some embroidery string or sewing thread, and just make sure you like double, triple thread it, not just one thread, so that it's really nice and strong, and then you just sew it together. So I'm going to go ahead and put this book together off camera, and I'll be back to show you how it looks. So here's the finished book. You'll notice that the center pages will be out a little bit further than the top page, because as you get into your book, when you fold it, depending how thick it is, you might need to just trim these down. So I'll just take my scissors and trim those down. But here's the book, and it's just sewn together, and it's just got all these fun little pages. We got these little flip ones here, and the little plastic ones, and another little flip one that's the middle, and then it just goes to the other side. So like I said, this one is about a 20-page booklet, and that is just going to slide into our album like so. And there we go. And then you can just tighten the elastic as much as you need. I usually just pull that. This is actually so you can close your book. If you want to do that, you can. It keeps it closed once it gets really bulky, which this one might get bulky. So again, just to make that, all I did was stitch together. You can see my stitching kind of went crooked, but it still works. It's all fine. I'll just cover that up with some washi tape or something. And there's the little book for the inside. And I'm just going to go ahead and show you just a few little decorations that I'm going to add. I think to this front page here, I'm going to add one of these little pockets, and since this is going to be the book for Elf, I'm going to add Elf on here somewhere, so I know that this is the book for Elf. And these little things are just so cute. It comes with, the little mason jars come with these cute little bits that you can decorate your mason jars with. So you just fill it, here I can show you, here. So you can just fill it, just open it up if I can find where to open it. I don't want to lose all these little bits either, because there's sequins in there, and there's, so these actually fit like right into the little pocket, like it's a little, I think that's so cute, a little kind of a little shaker jar, right? A little, so there's that little girl, there's a snowman that fits inside there. He's pretty cute. And there's also this one, which is a deer. That one's pretty cute too. I like that one. And then there's just some snowflakes that you could add in your jar. Some Christmas trees. I'll just pull a couple more out. Little tags, a little house, hello snow, some little bits, and a little polar bear with some more snowflakes. And like I said, then there's little Christmas trees, and there's some little gold sequins in there. So I think I'm going to add one of these to the pocket. Oh, and that little joy, I thought that was like a little piece of garbage, but it's not. It's a little piece for this. So because this is about Elf, I kind of wanted to make this maybe look like the North Pole. So what I'm going to do is add, I think I'm going to add this one, but I'm going to add some maybe white sequins to make it look like it's snow. And then I was thinking I might even try and make my own little North Pole sign, so I could use, you know, something like this with the North Pole sign. So I'm going to go and play with that, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. Okay, so I finished the inside cover, and all I did was I took one of the mason jars, you can see here. I cut out a piece of pattern paper. It's the one with the little little houses and birds on it. And then I used the two little die cut Christmas trees. I added some, I have this Fun Flock from Stampendas from a long time ago, cotton ball white, and it just basically looks like snow fluff, so I added that just along the bottom, and then I added just some white sequins to look like snow, and then a little bit of twine around the inside, and then just layered some pattern papers. And one of the lines in the play is when Elf turns the manuscript into snow in the shredder, so I thought I would use the snow, 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 because that's one of the lines from the performance. So here's my first kind of product inspiration, and the second one I'm going to show you I got for Christmas is the cute little unicorn stamp. I have it here on my stamp block. I don't know if you can see that, from, I want to say it's Lawn Fawn. And it's so cute, and the little sentiment says, "All I want for Christmas is you and a unicorn." But I fell in love with this little winter unicorn, and I decided I was going to use him to make some shaker cards for Christmas. But if you make shaker cards, you know they're really difficult. So I came up with a really simple way to make a shaker card, and I'm going to show you how I do that and use this cute little unicorn stamp. Okay, so the fastest way I've come up with for making shaker cards is taking, this is an 8.5 by 11 like baseball pocket card to hold baseball cards, and I think you can even get them, I think We Are Memory Keepers made an 8.5 by 11 sheet like this for scrapbooking. And basically you're going to get 6 usable pockets out of this. It comes with 9, but because we're cutting down, the middle ones aren't going to be usable unless you want to fuse 2 sides, and then you could still use them. But all you want to do is cut out one of the pockets. So it'll already have 3 sealed edges, and then there'll be 1 edge open. So you basically just want to cut out so that those 3 sealed edges stay there, so you end up with a pocket like this. So your pocket is already done, and then all I do is add in what I want at the bottom and then use my fuse tool to seal it shut. And I'm going to show you the card that I made using exactly this way. Super easy. It literally takes maybe 5 minutes to do a shaker pocket. So basically you'll take your, I bought the I think this is the Fancy Pants birthday collection. It came with, because I was using a unicorn, I wanted some bright sprinkles. So this is just, I think it's the birthday collection, and it's got just some really fun bright colors and also some stars. So you're just gonna pour that into your pocket as much as you want, and there you go, your pocket is done. Like I said, I used my fuse to seal the top, and then here is my little pocket done. I added some hearts in there too because I had some hearts left over, and I just stamped the word Merry Christmas, and this is just the crepe paper. I just layered 3 different layers together, and then I stamped my little unicorn on 4 different color pattern papers, and I paper cut this one instead of coloring it in. I'm not a big color inner, so I thought what I would do is do what I love to do, which is fussy cut. So this unicorn I just stamped on 4 different color papers, the turquoise, the pink, the light pink, and the yellow. And then I just cut out the little pieces to go with it. So there you go. There's my second product inspiration, is this little card, and how easy it is to make a little shaker pocket. If you want to do multiple cards for Christmas like I'm doing, you don't want to be spending an hour on each shaker card. So this literally took me, what, 5 seconds to cut this out, pour in my little shaker beads, and then zip it up with your and if you do them all bulk at a time, it'll take you no time at all. And I'll be back with one more inspiration showing you how I use this Christmas collection for one more idea. So my third kind of product inspiration is something I do every year. I hand make some ornaments for people. This year I decided to keep it really simple since I'm so busy. This is one of my favorite ways to do ornaments. So I bought these little balls. They were 9 for I think $4 at Walmart. And I've just taken some double-sided crepe paper, snow and cocoa paper, and curled it up. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So you would just basically cut your pattern paper down into like a pretty thin strip. It depends what size your balls are, what size you would do it. And then all I do is take that strip of paper and wrap it around something thin. You could use like a wooden skewer, a paintbrush like I have here. And then you end up with a little curly piece of paper like this. And then you just fill the ball with them. And then you can just add either like a word or anything like that on the outside. But I thought this little girl right here would be so cute on this little ornament that I made, the pink one. I've made some, as you can see, I've got pink, blue, and then kind of a neutral color. For the pink one, I think I'm going to add this little girl on the outside, and I usually just attach the sticker, and you just want to try and press it so there's no kind of, you know, no bumps in the sticker. It's hard because it's like a circular ball, and then I usually just add a cute little bow on the top with some twine. So you just want to grab some colored twine. I think I'll use this one for this one. And just make a little bow on the top. Super easy. Again, nice and fast, because I don't know about you, but I hardly have any time in the Christmas time to make anything. So there you go. So there's one done. And these ones come with some super cute stickers. So there's the little birds, little Christmas trees, little mittens. I think it would be really cool with just a black and white snowflake on there. Would be really cool. But super easy ways to make some cute little ornaments. You can add them to boxes, or you can fill them with little treats. But these ones are super easy to do, and this is another one of my product inspirations. Again, most of my inspiration came from this collection, which is the Snow and Cocoa collection from Crate Paper, and this cute little unicorn stamp. Just love him, from Lawn Fawn. And then also just the Heidi Swapp journal, which is one of my favorite things to do. This book is going to be so much fun to decorate and make for my son to look back at. And I'll probably do an update with this book when it's all finished, just do a quick walkthrough so you guys can see how it turned out. But thanks very much for joining me for another Friday Inspiration, and don't forget to go check out Joy and see what she did with her favorite products. See you next time. Bye!